Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So if you guys can tell by today's title of this video, we are reviewing Carlibybel's new palette with ABH. Now I know, I'm so sorry. My lash got stuck. I know that there's been an overwhelming amount of palettes from them coming out. I will say ColourPop does the same thing too, so I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? But I like to review things. That is what I do on my channel. So I hope you're cool with that because, I mean, it's not like I'm gonna stop, you know what I'm saying? If you're new to my channel, hi, hello. When I do reviews on palettes, I like to give you guys more than one look. I did 3 with this palette. But before we go into the looks, I like to give you guys some information about this entire collection, including the palette. Now, I didn't really necessarily use the whole collection. I was very focused on the palette. I did use some of the liquid lips in this collection. Well, only one. So let me give you some info on the whole entire collection right now. Alright, so this is the Carlibybel palette. She retails for $45. That's pretty standard for Anastasia's 14 shadow palettes, which again, it has 14 shadows in this palette. The net weight is 0.75 grams, 0.026 ounces each. It is cruelty free. The shelf life is 18 months and you get an assortment of warm cool tones and shimmers in this palette. I want to say you get more cool tones in this palette. So here is the palette in all of its glory. She's very Carlibybel. It's a really great representation of her. It has, I swear to God, when I first saw it, I thought like the little circles were like gonna pop out, which I'm not disappointed that they don't pop out. Like, it's cool. It's really pretty. She's pink and then it says Carlibybel in the front, and then in the back it's just a standard white. And then you open her up and she has a mirror just like every other like Anastasia 14 shadows palette. And then you get the 14 shadows, which are right here, and you could definitely tell that it definitely has a lot of like cool tone shadows in here. As always, I'm gonna throw up some swatches of this palette. Now you guys already know I don't really care for swatches. I care for how they perform on the eyes, but here they are. Moving on to the Undressed lip set, which is $40. They're all nude. Get 3 mattes. The net weight for that is 3.2 grams, 0.11 ounces, and the shelf life is 6 months. And then you get 1 metallic, which the net weight is 3.2 grams, 0.11 ounces, and the shelf life is also 6 months. And then you also get 1 lip gloss, which the net weight is 4.5 grams, 0.16 ounces, and the shelf life to that one is 12 months. This lip set is vegan and cruelty free as well. Moving on to the holiday loose glitter kit, which I did not swatch. I actually got pictures from the Anastasia website. You get 5 exclusive winter white holiday theme glitters, which they all look white if you look at them, but they're not. They're multi-dimensional reflex. The price for this is $40. The net weight is 5.4 grams, 0.19 ounces. The shelf life is 12 months and it's cruelty free. And in the kit, you also get the glitter adhesive, so I think that was pretty cool. Now the mini loose highlighter set has 3 loose highlighters. I did not swatch that one because I want to give that one away, so I got some swatches from the ABH website. This set is $48. It is cruelty free and the shelf life is 12 months, and the net weight for this is 4 grams, 0.14 ounces. Now again, even though I didn't use a lot of the sets in this holiday collection, I did want to make sure that I mention all that information just in case you guys do want to purchase it. So I really hope that you guys enjoy all of these looks. Please make sure you watch all of them and we'll get right into them. Alright, please pray that this mic is on. For all 3 looks, I used the Anastasia eye primer. So I'm going to take Steb, which is this shadow right here. Now if you keep digging into the pan, there's definitely fallout, so just like so you're aware of that. And I'm using the Morphe M506 brush. This is one of my favorite brushes to use. I always use this brush and usually all of my videos. And I'm going to place this shadow right on the outer portion of the eye and then start bringing her up here. And I know this is gonna be so repetitive, but if you guys have watched any of my Anastasia videos, you guys would know I never have any trouble with Anastasia's formula. So this shadow is blending out really nicely. I am dipping into the pan to get more shadow so I can build this pigmentation up. As you guys can see, she was already really pigmented. And as always, I like to start off from darkest to lightest. Let me shut off my phone because I completely forgot to do that. Okay, and then I'm just building this pigmentation, creating like a little circle because I'm going to create a half cup crease like I did on this side. I know I do a lot of half cup creases. I find them to be simpler. I know there's been so many palettes from Anastasia lately, and I've done so many reviews on so many of their palettes, so I'm so sorry if you are overwhelmed. I 100% understand. I wonder if this is like the last palette of the year because we only have 2 more months. Alright, I have no idea what happened to the sound of this clip. You guys already know my mic likes to be a little bitch and she just like stops working. Well, actually I accidentally kicked it, like kicked my tripod, and that's probably why it stopped working. But I just took the color Cindy and the same Morphe M506 brush. I need like 25 of these brushes. They are so good, and I just use that as my transition shade. This color is very, very dusty, so just be aware of that. Make sure that you're only picking up a little bit of it, because again, she's just pretty damn dusty and has a lot of fallout. Okay guys, I cut my crease. I'm gonna go into the color Aurora. Oh my gosh, I know some of you guys are gonna butcher me for saying these names. Go off. Can you guys see it? It's this one right here. I'm gonna take it on my finger first, and I'm gonna place this shadow like right on the outer portion of the eye first, because I want to put another shimmer. Now you don't need to wet your brush when you're using like any of like ABH's shimmers, because they're pretty intense without one. If you do like wet your brush, I feel like sometimes the shimmers end up balling up, and I don't like that, so that's why I'm using it without water or a setting spray. I'm gonna pick up a clean dry flat brush, and I'm gonna pick up a little bit more of that Aurora, and I'm going to put it up here because sometimes I don't get like all the way into my crease, and I just want to make sure I'm not leaving anything blank, if that makes sense. Then I'm gonna pick up Moo, which is right here. Same thing, I picked it up with my finger, and I'm going to put this one right in the inner part of my eye. That can create like a really nice gradient with the shimmers. You want to make sure that you're blending those 2 shimmers together. And again, I'm grabbing that flat dry brush, and I'm just gonna detail this to make sure I'm getting like really close to that crease. You guys, I'm gonna go back with Steb, which was that like darker shadow that I used, and I'm just gonna put it right in the outer portion of the eye to make sure that I blend it in with the shimmers, and everything just looks really nice and put together. Now on the brow portion of the eye, I'm gonna pick up Bear, which has quite a bit of fallout, and I'm gonna actually pack this on the brow. It has like a slight, like I can kind of see it, like a very slight not shimmer, what's that called, like it's like satin. You can tell that it has a tiny speck of like shimmer or something in it. I went and did my full face, and I put some lashes on. I'm going to do my waterline, and I'm going to just, oh gosh, I don't want to like mess this up. Okay, last stick. Can you guys see Deb down here? I'm sorry, I'm really not trying to scare you guys, unless some of you guys get freaked out because like there's so much shadow that goes into my eyes. This is actually really hard to do on camera. Maybe I should have done it like off camera, but all I'm doing is like sticking all of the colors that I had on my crease onto my waterline. So I'll be back. Okay guys, I did my waterline. Now I do want to show you guys this part. I used Bear, which is like this satin pale color right here, and I want to put this one in the inner portion of my eye. I want to use all of the shadows in this palette, which I think I did. I think the only one I didn't use was my Angels, which I think I did a good job. Okay, I used all of them. I don't want to hear any complaining. So yeah, she's gonna go right in the inner corner. Now she's very satin, and it's just gonna open up the eyes as well. Just blend this little portion right here so it doesn't look so harsh and weird. Now for lashes, I'm taking these from Isla Cosmetics. They're in the style Sunny. These are the lashes that I used in all of my looks, just so you guys know. Okay guys, I'm gonna pop these on with my hands. Damn it, I forgot I was gonna do eyeliner. Oh well. Alright guys, I'll zoom you guys into the look right now, but I want to use one of these liquid lipsticks and show you guys at least one of them. I'm going to line my lips with Morphe's Coffee and Kisses. Okay, so I think I'm gonna pick up the color Sand. It looks like this, and this is what I'm going to put in. Ooh, can you guys see? In the center of my lips. I hope you guys can see. Very pretty nude color, and just high in the center. Dude there. so I could just blend it together. I also want to utilize the gloss, which is Summer Vibes, and I'm going to put this in the center as well, just like a little bit. Ooh, she's really pretty. This might be my new lip combo. This is really pretty. Honestly, I don't have anything bad to say about Anastasia's liquid lipsticks and lip glosses. I just don't really like liquid lipsticks that much anymore. I like lipstick now because liquid lipstick makes my lips look crusty. But when you throw on like lip gloss, I feel like it moisturizes your lips, you know? So I'm gonna give you guys a close-up of the eyes. Alright, you guys, so here is a close-up of the eye look. If you guys see black liner, it's because my eyelash glue was showing. I'm also holding my camera with my hand, so that's why it's so shaky, but I wanted to get you guys really up close to this eye look. So let's go into the next two looks. Alright, you guys, so this look was extremely simple. I took this color right here, which to me looked kind of like it's more of a cool tone, like brown grayish. That's what kind of looks like to me, and I just put this color on the outer portion of the eye with the same Morphe M506 brush. Like I said, this is probably one of my favorite brushes to work with. It's a brush that I use all the time. I highly recommend it. And then I took this color, I believe it was Bible. It's like a very muted taupe. I actually really like this color. To be honest with you, like a lot of the colors in this palette are very cool tone. Cool tones are not my favorite, but this color specific is one of my favorites from the palette because I really like taupe colors like this. I think they're really pretty. And then I took Libra, which I'm a Libra myself. I don't think that this color represents Libra. I'm just saying, okay, that's my personal opinion. But it is really pretty. It looks like, I don't know how to describe it. It looked kind of like muted, cool tone, brown, grayish color. And then I took that color from my inner corner, which I feel like it did nothing. It was very light on my skin tone. It didn't look like it showed up that much. So this is the second look, and we are going into the last and final look. You guys already know I like to give you guys a really nice close-up. You guys already know I like to waste time on these voiceovers too because they are so long sometimes. Okay. I'm sorry, I had to take a deep breath before I do this. Now I took the color OA, which I believe this is the only pressed pigment in the palette. I think so. This one had like specks of glitter. I actually really like this like type of color, formula in the palette, because you don't need anything. You didn't need to like wet your brush or anything like that. It's pretty intense itself. Again, it's a very cool tone color. I don't know about cool tones. They're weird, you know what I'm saying? Just like a person. By the way, I just woke up, so that's why my voice sounds so raspy. But yeah, and then I think it was Mandela, and I put that in the inner corner portion of this. I actually did not know what the heck to do with this particular look. Like I had no like idea where I was going with this, but I know that I wanted to use that OA color because of the reflex in that particular shadow. I took Chai, and that's what I use to as a transition shade. And then I took Jody. I'm so sorry I put so much of this color into my waterline. I know some of you guys get so icky when I do this. And then here's a close-up of the eye. I wanted you guys to see the reflex and how pretty it was. So yeah, you guys, I'll go into my final thoughts. Alright, you guys, so my final thoughts on this specific palette, because I really didn't go into detail with like the glitters or the highlights or the lip glosses. I mainly focused on the palette. If I'm rating this with formula, I would give it a 10 out of 10 just because Anastasia's formula has never failed me. It's always really good. It's never patchy. It blends really well. The pigmentation is there. The shimmers are really good and intense. They're very easy to pick up. But if I would rate it based off of my interests of this palette, I want to give it like a 7, maybe a 6 out of 10. It's not like a palette that I would ever pick up, just because if you guys know me personally or have been watching my channel for a really long time, you guys know that I'm more of a colorful person. Also, this palette had a lot of cool tones. Cool tones are not really my favorite, but I also know that there's someone out there that would really like cool tones. So again, I would give it like a 6, a 7 out of 10. I would not purchase this palette if I had the money. Don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful, aesthetically pleasing palette to look at. And I think if you're like a working MU UA. Like I said, you can pair this with the Jackie Aina palette, and this can be like your kit. That way you don't have to like pick up other palettes or take so many palettes with you. It pairs really nicely. Also, I think if you're a person who doesn't really wear a lot of makeup and just likes really easy everyday looks, then you would really like this palette. I feel like this palette is more of a friendly consumer palette as opposed to all like the Norvina palettes that just came out. I do think Carlibybel did such a beautiful job with like the packaging. It's definitely a representation of herself. So aesthetically, looking at this palette, I give it a 10 out of 10. Again, I would not personally purchase this palette. Moving on to the liquid lipsticks, I did try them out and you guys did see that I put one on. I really like Anastasia's formula. I think it's really great. I want to say it's top 5. Also, 3 liquid lipsticks, 1 metallic and 1 lip gloss for $40 is actually not that bad at all. And they're all nude, so if you're a nude lover, this one is for you for sure. Now the glitter set, I'm not a super huge fan of glitter. I have tried Anastasia's glitters before, but I also know that you can definitely find cheaper glitter sets out there. I'm just saying. And then Anastasia's loose highlighters, I have tried before as well. I do recommend them. They're very nice, very intense. I obviously didn't swatch them in this video because I want to give them away to somebody else. So yeah, you guys, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I don't have anything else to say. Everything that I use will be linked in the description down below, so make sure you check that out. Thank you so much for being here and for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.